Hi, my name is Larry. If you're new, this is my wife, Nat. If you're new,
hello.
From the channel Nat Moran. We actually have been on the road for a little while, so we decided to treat ourselves, and we're staying at a KOA resort right now to be able to hook up and dump tanks and fill it with water and do some laundry and
Soak in the hot tub.
Soak in the hot tub. Like, check this out. There's a whole fenced area with grass and a little shade area over there. The dogs have been loving this. Look at them, they're just enjoying it. Weather is perfect right now. So we get to park right next to the dog pen. And then there's actually quite a cool little patio area over here. Little fire feature, which actually is kind of a bummer because if you don't get the upgraded sights with the fire feature, then you can't even have a fire. So there's a lot of sites around here you can't have a campfire. But we're able to. It's just, I feel like it's a little unfair for everybody else. Got a cool little seating area here. Nice level area to park, of course. And then we're gonna be able to plug in the camper, get everything back to 100%, fill it with water, all the goodies. So yeah, this place has just about everything. I mean, it's got, I think, a couple pools, a couple hot tubs, a gym, a laundromat. It has a restaurant and a bar and a store, and I don't know, just it has all sorts of stuff. It's cool. KOA campground. I guess because it's a resort. I've never been to one of these before, but anyways, I think we're gonna start our day out with laundry. That's priority number one because I'm looking a little scruffy. I need a shower, and in order to shower, I need some clean clothes and also some water to shower.
I'm ready.
Yeah, oh yeah. All right, let's get some laundry started. Okay, we got laundry started, and hopefully we'll be done with this in about an hour, and let's move on and get some more stuff done. I'm gonna go ahead and get this plugged in. Just want to note, we don't need to plug in. We're like 86%, but figure we're here, might as well use up some power. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's free. Well, it's included. We'll call it that. So I'll make sure when we leave here, we're at 100%. It's kind of cloudy today, and now that we're down here in the southern part of the state, we're definitely cranking that AC all day and night. And we got power stations to charge up and stuff, so just gotta make sure we stay topped off the whole time. We'll be doing some wild camping after this, so we'll be out or we won't have any power. Grab the hose so we can top off the water. I usually don't really hook up like the city water just because I don't know what the PSI is at. And I just don't want that constant pressure in the camper. So we typically just fill up our storage tank and just use water from that, and then just make sure we're topped off when we leave. All right, got laundry done, tanks are dumped, water's filled up, got about everything done I think that we came here for. Go get some dinner started, and then hopefully get a fire going tonight. So Tucson, Arizona is where we're at. It's typically known for being very hot down here, and I'm actually quite shocked that it's not that hot today. I think today's high was like 80. Just kind of a perfect day. Right now it's cooling down. Definitely perfect evening for like getting in the hot tub or the swimming pool or something like that. And of course, having a fire. I love this kind of weather down here, but it's just such a small window, I think. And before you know it, it's gonna be too hot down here. But I'll tell you what, something about just being down here in this campground. Though I love boondocking more than anything else, there's still an aspect of camping in a campground that I love. So I bought these pork belly pieces. They look like giant pieces of bacon. So I kind of had this idea that it was going to taste like bacon. We already had a couple of them. These just came off the grill. They're actually really good, but it kind of just tastes like a pork steak with a little bit of extra fat on it. They're pretty good, like a little side dish while we're waiting for the chicken to cook. Down here we got some chicken breasts in there grilling up. We're not so starving right now that we're gonna make like a full meal. I think we're just gonna eat these chicken breasts, eat those piece of pork, and then go from there, see if we're hungry. She's actually heading up to the bar to grab us a couple of drinks so we can sip on those while we're sitting around the fire tonight. Yeah, so far, great night. I don't know. Oh, and check this out. Got the Lucy lights. I brought those, so they plug in right there. That's a little solar powered light. Actually, I think they're called bio lights. They used to be called Lucy lights. But just through the lights there in the tree to kind of give the dog area some light. And then we got 3 doggies down here sniffing the barbecue grill. They got a smell of us right there. Oh yeah. Looking good, smelling good. So I wanted to show you this trailer. It's kind of a wreck now. I probably shouldn't show you right now, but to kind of clear out some room from the truck camper, we've been putting some things in here. But yeah, I got some hang-up clothes right there across that little bar. Got the Bluetti power station back there. Got it finally up to 100%, which reminds me, I actually have to charge up my other power stations while I'm here. And then paper towels, waters, Instapot, dirty clothes, just everything. And then it's got the e-bike, and we even bought some totes. They're kind of buried in there. That's going to be for overstock clothes and just stuff that we don't want to keep in the actual camper. Okay, so since we're plugged in here at the campground, I want to go ahead, like I said, and get these power stations plugged in. So right here is the Elite 200 V2. This one they sent me a while back. Yeah, we're at 81%. Let's go ahead and get this thing charging up. Plug the power cord in here. All right, so that one's charging up. Bluetti also sent me the Elite 300. Get this one turned on. Well, we're already at 100%, so we don't even need to charge that one up. All right, so this video is sponsored by Bluetti, and I just want to mention, you guys have known that I've used Bluetti for years, and I love Bluetti power stations. By far, best ones on the market in my opinion. So if you want a good power station, definitely go with a Bluetti. Now the thing is that like most other power station companies, there are a lot of options. These are like 2 really good examples of power stations and how there are differences in power stations. So I just wanted to kind of briefly go over these 2 real quick. All right, so starting with the Elite 300 here. This one has a 2400 watt inverter and 3014.4 watt hours. I think this is what gets people the most confused. If you're using a power station for like camping, running an RV, most things, home backup, something like that, you're gonna be all right. Anywhere between 2,000 and 3,000 watt inverter. The inverter is what powers the plugs like this. This side is gonna be all 12 volt. So this side doesn't need an inverter. So this means you can pull 2,400 watts continuously if you have stuff plugged in over here. And if it said, let's say 2,000 watts, then that's all you could really pull from here. That's what that's all about. The watt hours, so everything has wattages. A 60 watt bulb, a phone might charge like, I don't know, 5 watts. But like, let's say a microwave, that's gonna be, let's say 1,000 watts. You can plug a microwave in here and just run it on full blast at 1,000 watts for 3 hours. That's a lot of power. So that, just to give you an idea of how long this would run, you're not going to ever run a microwave for 3 hours, but you could. That just kind of gives you an idea of how much power this is going to be. So over here you have your 120 watt plugs. This is going to plug in like coffee maker, laptop, TVs, refrigerators, most everything. Right here, this one has a 30 amp plug, which doesn't come on all power stations. This one's ideal for plugging in larger appliances or your RV, something like that. You got your typical 100 watt USB-C, 140 watt USB-C, a couple USB-A's in the middle. So this is going to be for charging up just cameras, cell phones, stuff like that. Over here you have your DC input. So this is where you're going to be running your solar. 1200 watts of solar can go into there. It's an XT60 port. Over here, this is where this one is really cool. You have your 12 volt, kind of what they call cigarette lighter plugs, which a lot of camping gear runs off of that. But this is an XT90 12 volt 30 amp plug right here. So if you're, let's say, setting up a more permanent setup for a van build, that would be a great plug to run all your 12 volts. Also, this one, well, they both come with UPS or uninterrupted power source. So let's say you have it plugged into the wall and then you have your computer or your refrigerator or medical device plugged into it. If the power goes out, then you have an uninterrupted power source. So it will continue to power the device, which it comes in really handy for blackouts and things like that. Definitely has app control. They both do. So you can make more adjustments than what you can actually on the device. So you definitely want to check into that if you get one of these. And then for this 300, it is going to be the most compact one of this size. So if you're looking for a good size power station that isn't too bulky to carry around, then this one definitely is going to be up your alley to check out. This one is the Elite 200 V2, very solid as well. Power station, a little bit smaller. Scratches are my fault, not their fault. Long story. Anyways, this one, as you notice, doesn't have the 30 amp plug, doesn't have the 30 amp XT90 plug over here. It has 2600 watt inverter, 2073 watt hours. So that same situation, let's say you had a microwave on here running it nonstop, you can run it for a little over 2 hours on this one. A little bit smaller, but also easier to carry around, a little bit more portable. You have the same charging ports right here. You have your four 120 watt plugs. You have your 12 volt adapter, and then your XT60 solar going in. This one has 1,000 watts going in. Also really solid for that power station. It's so hard to say which one is better. It just really depends on what you want to do. If this one's just going to be something you have around the house, camping, you don't necessarily want to plug in an RV, this one would be more ideal. This one would be more ideal if you're doing like a van build or an RV. So if you're interested in either one of these power stations or any other power station from Bluetti, I will put links down below in the description. Go check them out. I want to thank Bluetti for sponsoring this video, and let's get back to the video. Well, that started up quick. Look at that huge owl up there. Look at that. Gotta keep an eye out for the dogs. Make sure you don't think they're a snack. That thing is huge. Some sort of bird trying to run it off. Woo. What do you think of the pork?
It's actually really good. I'm not normally a pork fan, but that was yummy.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Pretty tasty. So what'd you get us from the bar?
I got the prickly pear margarita and then a lemon blueberry thing. I don't know. Looked really good.
Yeah, looks really good.
I think it has gin in it.
Oh yeah, nice. Okie doke, that chicken turned out pretty good. And there's a ton of citrus trees around here, so I think it's a grapefruit. Just picked it off this tree right over here. And there's a bunch of them on there, so if it's good, might have to grab a couple more before we take off. But these citrus trees are just all over. Apparently there's like orange trees and lemon trees and grapefruit, all sorts of stuff around here to pick. So that's pretty cool for being down this far south. I guess they're pretty readily available, and you're probably helping them out so the groundskeepers don't have to pick them up off the ground. Anyways, we're gonna dive into this chicken and meet you by the fire. Pretty nice evening though for a fire.
Yeah, it's starting to cool off.
Well, good morning. We are packed up, ready to get out of here already. We dumped the tanks again, filled it with water again. We ate breakfast, cleaned up camp, and getting ready to hit the road. I'm so stoked about this next location. We're going to a cave. I'm sure it's probably in the title. You guys probably already know this, so I don't know why I'm keeping it a secret, but it's about 30 minutes away. So yeah, let's get on the road. Just kind of got to do a once over, make sure doors are locked. These are all locked. The jacks are up. Starlink is in. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Ready?
I'm ready.
All right. We made it to this place called Colossal Caves. It is, I don't know, I'll put the town down here because I don't remember the town. Anyways, this is a cave in the desert. Unlike a lot of other caves out there, this one is a dry cave. I think recently in the last year they found a water source inside. A lot of other caves have like a lot of moisture dripping from the ceilings and stalagmites and stalactites and all that stuff. I don't know what this is going to look like at all, but it's a lot warmer in here. It's going to be, I think, 70 degrees, 70, 75 degrees in there. But we're going to go on a tour and check this place out. I have been wanting to see this place for a long time. I love caves and mines and just stuff like that. So I'm pretty stoked about this. But yeah, we already got our tickets. We walked in here earlier, talked to everybody, make sure they were open. And the tour starts in about 5-10 minutes. So not sure if we're gonna have enough time to see the gift shop and stuff yet, but if not, we'll do that after the cave because it looked pretty cool when we walked through there earlier. One thing I always enjoy at places like this is checking out the little gift shop. I know some people skip right past them, but honestly, I love walking through the gift shops when we travel. There's just something cool about seeing all the little custom trinkets and items and gifts that they've made specifically for this place. Because a few years from now, we'll see it sitting on a shelf somewhere or stuck to the fridge and instantly remember this trip. It's almost like every little tourist spot has its own personality, and the gift shop is kind of the final piece of that experience. How you doing? Good. All right, we got briefed, ready to go. Just waiting for another group to come out, and then we're gonna be heading in. Yeah.
Thank you guys. You guys have a wonderful day. Appreciate it.
It's crazy to think there's this entire world hidden underneath the desert. And apparently back in the day, outlaws and bandits were rumored to hide out down here. I mean, honestly, if you were trying to hide out and disappear in Arizona 100 years ago, this would probably be a pretty good place. There's tunnels going everywhere, random deep holes and dark corners. This cave just keeps going. And some of these drop-offs are no joke either. Looking down into them kind of gives you that weird feeling in your stomach. Imagine exploring this place back when there was nothing but lanterns. No phones, no flashlights, no handrails, just walking around through the darkness, hoping that you don't fall into a giant hole. You can definitely see how stories and legends started in a place like this. There's supposedly stories about hidden treasures and missing people and secret tunnels throughout this cave. And honestly, whether any of it's true or not, being down here definitely gets your imagination going. This cave is also considered a dry cave. So unlike a lot of other caves, you don't really see water dripping everywhere. Kind of gives this place a whole different look. Almost more dusty and rugged. And some of these rock formations look absolutely massive in person. Oh wow. See, go all the way down there. Pictures really don't do this place justice. But it really is awesome getting to see a place like this hidden underneath the Arizona desert. So what do you think?
That was really, really fun. I learned a lot about this area. I'd actually never been to a dry cave before.
Yeah, I haven't either.
So,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
We are actually going to camp in the Colossal Cave campground. We haven't seen it. We went ahead and just paid for one night. It was $15, so I have low expectations. As long as we got a place to stay, I don't think there's going to be any hookups or anything. It's all good. So you want to go check this place out?
Let's do it.
All right, let's go. Apparently there's a 30-foot length restriction. We are over 30 foot, but I'm assuming they mean like a bus or something, like something that's not pulling a trailer. So we'll see if we can make it through this little tiny exit here. I guess we'll find out why they have a 30-foot length restriction here. Look at those views though. Whoa! No, that wasn't too bad, yeah. Just took out a couple of branches, but other than that, not too bad. The campground is on the property. We just have to go back out here and then make a left somewhere. I doubt there's gonna be anybody else there tonight. Overnight camping. Oh, I got the road lined with rocks. Look at there. They said that they shut and lock this gate at night at 4 o'clock, so we got about an hour to decide if we're going to stay here or not.
We're walking all up in that thing.
I know, right?
So this road's taking us down to this loop. She said there's parking down here.
There's a lot of low-hanging trees, so I've got to like really watch what I'm doing. So I'm going to stop recording, but we'll show you our spot once we get a spot. So we ended up finding the campground area. There's about 4 or 5 spots, and it's a pretty nice little place for $15 a night. No hookups, but there are picnic tables and some cool little shady areas to hang out and grills and fire rings and stuff. So not to mention, at least tonight, very private. I think we're going to be the only people here, and the gates have officially locked for the night, so they won't open back up till 8 a.m. It's a little weird, but I guess for safety reasons and other legalities that they mentioned, you know, it is what it is. It's fine. I think we're pretty good down here for the night, and I think we're gonna maybe sit out here, have a fire, and just relax. I don't know. It's kind of nice. Oh, and the best part is, this is my kind of campground. No specific checkout time. She's just like, whenever you get up and want to go, it's no big deal. There's not gonna be like people waiting to take our spot. So if it's noon or 1 or 11 or whatever time we decide to check out, then they're good with that. So I can't complain. Not for $15 a night. This is great. Yeah, but anyways, I appreciate you guys sticking it out this long. I really do appreciate it. Till next time, we'll see you then. Thanks, bye.